When something tragic happens in Nigeria, the really sad part about it is we see it happen or we hear about it, from the reports. Then we are sad for a while and then life goes on. We forget about that tragedy until another tragedy happens, you know? And that's kind of unfortunate because if the tragedy happens and we do something to prevent it from happening, then that's good. But when something happens and we don't put any checks in place to prevent it from happening, what that eventually creates is a culture where tragedy will become the norm. A good example is the death of Somto Chukwu, Christella, Arise TV presenter, right? The fact that the police did not have fuel in their car, coupled with they took a long time before they got there, and all the other institutional, issues that happened that made it possible for this tragedy to happen, now that it's happened and it's become news, what checks have we put in place to ensure that this thing does not repeat itself? Yeah, I don't think of any checks in place. And what this eventually creates is a society where tragedy becomes the norm, whereby we hear so much bad news that we accept it. And why this thing is even an issue is because she's popular. Even her money couldn't save her degrees could not save her father's wealth could not save her. Now think of the millions of Nigerians who are nobody. And what I mean by nobody is that they are not popular, they don't come from a rich background. How many of them do you think this tragedy has befallen and we have just been blind to it? That it took this incident to happen to a popular aspiring presenter for us to actually take a note and be like, wow, this is very sad. But being sad doesn't stop, is not the end of it, it's not the solution. What have we done to ensure that another promising Nigerian, anybody in Nigeria, does not have to experience this same thing again? And that is the real question.